I wanted to show you how you're going to be able to access all the resources for our class. And so, let me log in really quick. So if you log into your Google account, so I just signed in myself. If you go to Drive, because you have a Google account, you have your own Drive account which stores your stuff. I've shared with you guys lots of things. So a lot of what I shared with you is view only, because we can't have like hundreds of people editing all of our stuff. But if you like any of our documents within the Google Drive, you can always make a copy of it, which we'll see next Friday. We're going to do the syllabus and talk about the template for that. And you'll make your own copy, and then you have a whole template of what our syllabus looks like, and you can edit it. So if I go right now, because I shared it with this other account I have, in the shared with me, that's where I click, whatever was shared with you is there. So in particular, the two big things that you're looking for are the resource folder. There's two resource folders that I shared with you. One of them is for 520, one of them is for 410. So earlier we were talking about if you teach 410 and you want to look at 520 stuff, you can go back and forth between the two, or in the future, whichever classes that you teach. And so if I click on this, this is, again, a lot of the stuff that we were talking about. There's a folder here for word clouds. So one thing that we also like to do when we're creating those word clouds on the first day is to share other classes' word clouds too, just to kind of put it together to kind of show them like the theme of like what's going on in all the other classes. And so we have a folder here where you could put yours that you create, and then also maybe we could use it later as well. The big one though, the lesson activity plans. So whether you're in the 520 resource folder or the 410 one, right now I'm in 410, you can see. I click on the lesson activity plans, and there's a list of all of our lessons. When it says lesson 1, it kind of corresponds to like day 1 and then day 2 and day 3. But again, sometimes it might take you longer on one day and you kind of mix it around. But they're all available to you. Anything that's blue is a clickable link. So in particular for 410, you guys have a hard copy of your textbook inside there. But if you want the PDF of it, you can just click on it. And here's the PDF. Now one thing, if you're in this is just like a view of it. You need to either download it, or you could print it, or you could, that's it, download it. Because sometimes it'll look funny here, like there's problems with it, or boxes are moved, graphs are in different places, because it's just like a little preview. When you download it, everything's perfect and beautiful. If I want to go back, where we were, I can click on any lesson here, and it has everything set up. I'm going to go over to, I'm going to click lesson 13 here. So it has a short description about what that topic is. If I click on that, it has a full lesson plan. So all of these activities that we have created, there's been like a group of about 12 of us that have worked hard to come up with really good activities for each of these lessons. We're always looking to improve it. So one other thing that you guys have access to is a reflection page where you can put how this stuff went, or if you tried something on your own that was working really well, so then maybe we can add that later on to these lesson plans. But the setup for all of these activities are always the same. Has the supplies that you need, and again, this is all clickable. Most of the activity, the sheets that are in here are in the textbook, but just if you wanted to look at it really quickly, you can just click on it. So in particular, if I wanted to look at this Race to the Top worksheet, it's right there, yay! And what I do is I actually post this on my website every day. I post what we did for the day, and I just make it really easy for them to access that day's worksheet if they wanted to, if they were absent or something. But in class, they always have their handbook available to them, and so it's really easy to flip to whatever activity we're on. And it has the goals for the activity. It also points to a resource for students. Sometimes there's, in the 520, I think 520 has videos here corresponding to every lesson. In 410, we've only put different sections from this OpenStax textbook, which is a free textbook that students have access to. So there's no actual textbook for the course except for the handbook, but then the students have full access to the OpenStax book.